Good morning, fam. Happy Easter. Happy Sunday. Happy new day. Coach Amy 2.0 here, just reaching out today to say I love you, to tell you that I'm proud of you for everything that you are accomplishing through this really devastating time in our country as a collective. I have no notes today. I just wanted to come on here sort of impromptu and just freestyle some thoughts that I want to share with you of encouragement. It's Easter Sunday. And so for those of us who have celebrated that for all of our lives or all we've ever known, it can be a feeling of indifference, and especially when you're heavily oriented in the artery of the church, of which I'm not here really to talk about religion. It can be conflicting to almost feel guilty for not following through on those traditions that you may be used to for, all the years you've walked your faith. And I personally, understand what that is because I grew up, in the Catholic Church, let's just say, and then from there, actually was a member of a Pentecostal church for 13 solid years, and even offered my time and service and gifts in that way by exhorting and encouraging others. So I say this from a place of empathy. I say this from a place of experience and understanding. Although as a coach, I don't promote or demote or, any religion whatsoever, because, I have a different outlook on that, from years gone by. But this message is for all of us for every day, but just for those who may be conflicted today about having to sit down from your regular way of celebrating this holiday beyond Easter eggs and the Easter Bunny. I just want to say, one of the biggest enlightenment periods for me in my life was a time where, I was going through my divorce, and that was what it was. Very happily divorced. We're all good over here. But there wasn't really a type of support, that I thought I would find through that. And I'm saying that to say no bad energy, no hard feelings. What that taught me is how to stand on my own 2 feet and recognize how source, God, the universe, whatever, however you want to entitle that, is always with me. A building could burn down. A building, as for today, can be closed. But your faith is something that is ever present and alive within your very soul. So, understand from that point of view. And I know I'm a little choppy right now because it's just such a great area to talk about these topics, when it comes to coaching. And I just want you to understand my intention is really to encourage those who, may feel a sense of guilt over, or a sense of not being able to separate my love for God and my way of worshiping or celebrating this holiday is by wearing my best outfit for the year and showing up. And those traditions and those ways of practicing and celebrating our faith, whatever our faith is, whatever holidays we celebrate, is your entitlement. It's something that, you should, get to express. But what I'm saying is that you can still do that. You don't have to be limited by, the doors being closed based on the circumstances that are going on out there in the world. You can dig deeper, in the midst of this, you can dig deeper and find ways of still celebrating that and learn new ways of connecting and understanding that all of that is fabulous for what it is, but it's not everything. Do you understand that? Everything that you need is inside of you. Everything. Success is yours to celebrate this day the way you choose. It doesn't have to be any less. And as a matter of fact, maybe it could be more. Because maybe instead of, all the things we do sometimes for show, when we get caught up in that, maybe we forget our family, I can remember times, back when I was heavily entrenched, I just wonder what my kids thought, like I'm sure they were looking up to me as a role model in some type of way, but, it's not like I was as, close to them. We were separate. If I was singing on the worship team or, we were still separated. I don't know. I'm just saying this to say your joy is already complete. You can still have hope. You can still walk today in love and with your faith, and maybe even, through the acceptance of just it is what it is right now, bring it home in a different way, where I truly met, had my enlightenment, my highest enlightenment was just, walking in the woods alone. So after all that, I finally got it, so I don't denote faith or having that opportunity. This day, Easter Sunday, is like the crux of the Christian faith. I understand it very well. And I understand how hard it may be to separate, your faith, your reality, paralleled with your faith, with the true essence of love. You can't really add or take anything away from your faith. So don't allow this day to separate you from the tradition any less. It's just do it a different way. And that's really all this message is about. It's not really about anything else, but just to say, for those of you who need to be comforted in knowing that, you can still have an amazing day, even though it might be different. I think it, in some ways can be better and can teach us something. So anyway, I hope you guys are safe. I hope you're well. I hope you're staying home. I hope you're okay. Just know that everything's going to be okay. Here's a flower for you. And have a happy Sunday. Have a happy Easter. And I pray blessings and good health and peace to you. Ciao.